What's going on, my people? This is your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF the Network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF the Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate it. Listen, man. Let's get into this bullshit. Listen, let me just say this before we even get into this. Listen, I understand the roast. I understand. Myself, I don't really watch roast. I think it has got tasteless to a certain extent for me personally. So I don't watch roast. I don't watch all comics either. I don't think all comics are funny. So I get it. Whatever, style of comedy floats your boat, that's what you rock with. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't like to be lied to. Right? I don't like to be played. I don't like people playing in my face, sitting there making up lies, and at the same time trying to play tough. Like Kevin Hart, listen, we helped make you, nigga. Right? You didn't get big until we seen you for who you were. Like, understand, like a lot of these comics that's big now, other than maybe like Dave Chappelle, because white people fuck with Dave before we fuck with Dave. So Dave is a unique unicorn, right? Right? Yeah, maybe him and maybe Eddie. They different type of niggas, right? So that's why we hold them up to where we hold them up. You get what I mean? These are goats. You get what I'm saying? These top 3 goats of the game, right? So some niggas in comedy is a little different. Their cachet is a little different, right? So Dave we didn't help create Dave Chappelle, right? We caught on to Dave later. You get what I mean? White people helped create Dave, for who Dave is. But I respect Dave Chappelle because when he does comedy and he takes shots at motherfuckers and shit, he doesn't just focus on one person. I see the gay community, trans people got upset with him at one time. People that take shit way too serious that's on the left. Like, nigga, it's a comedy show. He picked on the gay community because y'all keep on acting like he can't say comedy shit about gay folks. Everybody don't got to think gay shit is sexy. We accept you, but that shit don't mean it's sexy to us. We're not attracted to gay people. Right? So it's, that's a whole nother different story. But anyway, that's the only feedback Dave Chappelle ever got back. But when it came to how people, Dave Chappelle never disrespects us. Right? He's always on the right side when it comes to our fucking people. And it seems a lot of black people got a real big issue, me as well, with Kevin Hart, is that every time something with our people, nigga, you pick and choose when you want to be with us. And I'm going to break that shit down more and more when we listen to this interview when he goes on the Breakfast Club. And let me just say this one as well. He didn't even need to do this interview. Actually, him doing this interview made it worse. I think a lot of people would have got over it. Because like I said, I understand the roast. I don't watch roast. Like, I didn't even watch the roast. I caught a clip of, I didn't even see the Cat Williams shit because, once I started hearing certain shit about this roast, I was wondering why fucking Cat Williams even popped up. But my thing was, Cat was a surprise. Cat didn't even know he was going to come, right? They called Cat. It was a surprise that Cat come. So Cat didn't know about the production, none of that shit, so we can't put that on Cat. Cat didn't even know he was going to come there. Cat Kevin Hart ain't even know Cat was coming. So that was some behind the scenes of whoever set that shit up. But so I ain't putting that on Cat. But everybody else in that room should be ashamed of their motherfucking stuff, especially if they black. Other than Pete Davis, because Pete Davis, I think we get more into that. We'll get more than that. It's just my point is with Kevin Hart, I lost respect for you, bro. And nigga, you don't gotta worry about me supporting some of your shit if you can't respect black people when they're upset. Nobody's saying all of it's your fault and shit like that, but goddamn, you can at least act like you do at least give a fuck. But you'll hear what I'm saying, and this is why you'll understand what I'm saying. Let's get into it.
Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast.
Now, mind you, people, I want y'all to understand. Kevin Hart is sitting here pretending like, yeah, it was the tasteful for our people. Yeah. Like he was shocked about it. But we'll get into it. I just want y'all to remember how he's acting. Like he's wondering why everybody's so, like he's shocked and appalled that people's appalled and it ain't his fault.
Actually, in the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like it's not, I wasn't shocked. Like, that's what they do. Go look at the Tom Brady one. Like, that's what they do. It happens every year when they do a roast. It's not new. This isn't it's not a new agenda. It's not a new approach to comedy.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point. I don't know
and you know what? I hope y'all remember this of what he's saying about Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony Hinchcliffe is a racist. He hides behind comedy just like Charlemagne homeboy. What's his name? Andrew Scholl, or whatever the fuck his name is. Scholl, whatever. He hides behind comedy. He's a racist too. I don't give a fuck if he with a black woman or not. That black woman is sick. Something wrong with her to be dealing with a fucking a racist like that. Listen, I don't know who these niggas think they fooling. In 2026, we not playing these stupid ass games. They want to keep playing these games like we're stupid. And this is why I be telling my black folks, when these niggas get out of line, man, it's time. Listen, if we gonna boycott these motherfucking organizations, these Target and all that shit, boycotts, don't keep buying his fucking tickets. Don't keep watching his comedy shows. Like, seriously, these niggas gotta learn. We ain't playing with these niggas. We're not playing both sides. Listen, you can have white friends. Nobody ain't saying that, but nigga, we ain't playing with racists. Sorry, Kevin Hart. We not playing these games, bro. God damn, like nigga, I know you ain't stupid. Now you trying to play stupid, that's another whole thing to talk about. But we know you ain't stupid, nigga. These niggas gonna stop playing with us, nigga. You gonna pick a side or not? We not playing these games with racist people. These niggas want to keep playing around with racist people. And then want us to act like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it is. Fuck is wrong with you niggas?
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point. I don't know if a word is.
Yes, I mean, that's why you're there. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to because we're being honest. People are talking about that joke. Talk about the set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had the best set, or one of the best sets, between Tony and Cheryl, and I would say Naeem had a really strong set.
Naeem had a very strong set.
First of all, you can say that bullshit. Like I said, I didn't watch the roast. I'm not even giving that shit any of my attention. I'm not spending my time on it. I'm not watching that shit. So I'm not even clicking on that shit. It's a waste of fucking time. I wouldn't even watch that shit for free if I could. Like, seriously. But I just want y'all to pay attention to the shit that's coming out of his mouth, because he's gonna contradict everything he's saying. These niggas, I'm telling you, they think we're stupid.
And I allow that, Tony, until that.
Until the joke.
But not even just that joke. I don't like when people joke about violent, tragic death. I like Pete said, and I was like, oh yeah, why you gotta say
I mean,
about Charlie
Pete had a great set too. Pete had a Charlie Kirk joke.
Yeah.
Like, would I tell those jokes?
Listen, let me just say this. To each his own of comedy, because some people do like dark comedy. Listen, it's a certain level of maturity as a grown-ass person that talking about the dead, regardless, unless, listen, it's almost borderline talking about dead celebrities, people that are famous, right? It's borderline. It's how far you go with that shit, because that shit can get inappropriate, right? Look, you know what's really, really bothering me is that George Floyd died very tragically. He got murdered. He got killed. It's no joke that's funny. It's no fun. What is funny about that? You cannot create a joke. I don't give a fuck what. I can like a comment, and they can't create a joke that'll make that shit funny to me. It's nothing funny about it. Like, even when they talk about Martin Luther King, nigga, it's a like I said, he was famous, so it's a little different. But it's a borderline. That shit can get risky, right? Like it's a certain, you can't cross a certain line with that shit, and it depends who is saying it. Listen, we don't make jokes about people getting assassinated. We're not making jokes about people. We should be making jokes about people. They don't make jokes about what happened to Emmett Till. What the fuck are we making a joke about George Floyd? Like I said, the problem with these racist pieces of shit and people like Kevin Hart to try to play in our face, like, nigga, he got kids. There's nothing funny about that joke. I don't give a fuck what joke it is. It was nothing going to be funny about it. Because you know why? Because I would be in the mind thought process of how his kid gonna maybe see this shit one day. Would they think it's funny? Like, and see, listen, it's nothing, it's like, it ain't even like a joke that I like. If a motherfucker talk about Charlie Kirk's death, I didn't like that joke. I didn't like none of that shit. You making fun of people's death, regardless of what the fuck I think about Charlie Kirk, which is nothing. Regardless of it, I don't really care either way that he's dead. And I'm not trying to be cruel or disrespectful, but I just don't care, right? But I don't like no jokes about Charlie Kirk. I don't. About his death. I don't. Because he got kids. His kids got nothing to do with what type of person he was or how he got killed. Had nothing to do with them. And it's no joke, regardless if I didn't like the man as a human being, it's no joke that I would be okay to notice that his kids one day is going to see that fucking joke. And they may cry seeing that. Or they going to get hurt when they see that. So, listen. Kevin Hart is playing in our face. He's playing in our face. But let's move on.
No. But do I get why they're being told? Yes. Like, I'm not looking at Pete crazy. I'm not looking at Tony crazy. Like, that's what, I know what you're going to do. I know your style of comedy.
Did you see the interview that I did with Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother?
No.
So he said,
No shot to you.
No, that's good.
I'm never watching it.
That's fine.
I'm so clear. I'm never watching it.
I only brought it
Even
up.
now that you told me, I'm not going to go back and go look at that interview.
Because
See, ain't try to. Ain't nothing funny about it because he's being disrespectful. Because if you ain't being disrespectful to her, you're being disrespectful to George Floyd's brother. You see how these niggas is playing? Nobody's playing, bro. Listen, it's only been 6 years since George Floyd got murdered. What are we joking about something tragic like that for? Why would we laugh about something like that? Like that's what I'm trying to understand people. Like we have lost our fucking humanity. Like this shit is not even funny at this point. Like even the shit with Charlie Kirk, ain't nothing funny about that shit. As cruel and as racist and as bad as a human being Charlie Kirk was, nigga, I didn't wish death on Charlie Kirk. I wasn't happy that he got assassinated like that. All I said, nigga, you can't be talking like putting that shit out there in the atmosphere like that. Listen, I don't understand why people think it's funny making fun of people's death. I don't understand that. Honestly. Now, if it's somebody I'm close to and I make fun of them, I'm not making fun of them because they dead. I'm probably making fun of who they was as a person. I'm not making fun of how they died. Like, it's a difference. That's why the joke about George Floyd and even about Charlie Kirk was distasteful. There's nothing funny about that shit. When people die, they gone, man. Like, people playing. It's nothing to play with that shit. People like, oh, you're being too sensitive. You're being too serious. Nigga, it's death. Who's playing around with death? Who plays around with death? So I don't play around when people die. I don't play around with how people die. You don't play around with that shit. That's why, listen, I keep saying this. Words matter. And niggas' behavior in this playing with people's death, you see what's happening to a lot of these little young drill rappers. Niggas making fun of people's death. Look what's happening to a lot of them. They wind up getting killed them damn selves. Because karma's a bitch. I keep saying, man, you can't keep playing around with death. You put that type of atmosphere out there, listen, that shit will come back around real quick. Shout out my brother talking in the building. What up, talk? I hear you. Yeah, like, and that's what Cap was saying. Niggas acting like, oh, Cap was hating. Cap wasn't hating on Kevin Hart. He was telling the truth. And I get sick of these niggas, and they get big like that, and they be like, well, look, all the people I open the doors up and do that for. Listen, you can do all that shit all you want. You still got a responsibility as a black person of certain lines you can't cross. You still a representative of us. Now, if you don't want the responsibility, it's okay. But don't be speaking on our shit, good or bad. Just do what OJ did. I ain't black, I'm OJ. Hey, nigga, I respect that. I wouldn't expect no expectations on you niggas. If you ain't about your people, you don't want that responsibility, well, stop acting like you with us. You with you. You doing you. It's okay. But mind you, when you get in trouble, do not expect the black community to get behind you. See, Kevin Hart, you got to realize, them white people going to turn on your ass sooner or later. Go ahead and fuck up, cross the line. Just like Bill Cosby, go ahead and cross the line and see what happened. They already did it to you with the Oscars, and that was the gay community got in your ass. But them white folks got your ass. Had you going around on an apology tour. You went on an apology tour for gay people, but you didn't go on an apology tour. Look, my bad, my black people. It was this tasteful. We shouldn't have did it. We thought it was funny. Like, it's so easy to just, my bad. And we could have moved the fuck on. But no, you got to get out here, try to play like you're tough, like you're defending comedy and all this other goofy shit you talking about. When, like I said, it's nothing funny about somebody's death. It's nothing. It ain't, I don't care who it is. It doesn't matter. Nobody, you keep playing around with people that's dead, that shit is crazy. Just like Chelsea Handler said, this shit is lazy. You doing jokes about people that's dead, that shit is lazy comedy. A white woman said that. So at this point, Kevin Hart, for you to allow it, you being lazy. Or you just that goddamn naive, or you trying to play in our face. Either way, we ain't having that shit, nigga.
I just want to make it clear, so you saying what I do with my time. Like, I'm never doing that. Okay, go ahead.
I just asked because he's a fan of you.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the joke and it picked up pretty big. So I didn't know if you saw it, but he basically said, like, as a fan of you and knowing that you came to the funeral to support his family, even though it's a roast and Tony, that's what he does, they expected you to kind of be the person that would, like, stop it right in the moment or
and mind you, listen to what the brother said. The brother said, like, damn, nigga, you came to our funeral. But like I told you, these niggas, even with the whole Colin Kaepernick shit, these niggas was playing in our face. They weren't really down with the cause. And you start to see all of them when Collins kept standing on business, you see how all them niggas got back when them white people start, oh, hey, you keep standing with Collins, we're going to blackball a lot of y'all, all of y'all. And a lot of them niggas jumped the fence. They got back and doing what the fuck they supposed to do. They got back shucking and jiving and shit. They left Colin Kaepernick out to hang. And it did the same shit with George Floyd. Same shit. Same shit. Listen, people, I understand. You got to move on with your life. But at the same time, you don't let people disrespect some shit that we stood on business for. It's like, even now, like, I be hearing all these sellout ass black Negroes talking about, oh, well, you know, it ain't like how it was back in the day. So you gonna let racist ass white people and go along with it to make them feel better about themselves when we still know racism exists. That's a whole nother story. To get rid of something our ancestors fought for that protects us. Then the crazy shit about it benefited all the other minority groups. And a lot of them went along. Y'all going along with this shit? Okay. And that's why I said, these people can't keep playing in our face. This whole notion that people gonna be like, oh, we gotta, you know, let's get back to where we can just disagree to agree to disagree. No, we're not doing that no more. A lot of our black people, we sick of that shit. Y'all playing in our face. You're literally playing in our face. The fuck out of here. No, pick a side. You with us or you against us? Or you being tribal. You call it whatever the fuck you want. Use all the big words you want. I don't give a fuck. Pick a side. You rocking with us or you're not. And if you're not, stay your ass over there. Go Snoop Dogg all of them. Nigga, don't come back over here with that shit. Listen, first of all, I don't even like gangbanging. So I don't give a fuck about that shit. You ain't a gangbanger no more either. You just faking like you still a part of some shit. So I don't give a fuck about that shit. And gangbanging does not represent the culture. That ain't no shit that the culture should be happy about. That's one of our flaws. Some shit that's bad that we have. Get out of here. I don't give a fuck what gangbanger get offended. So fuck Snoop Dogg. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. These niggas is playing in our face and acting like everything is all good. You know, we got to reach across and talk to these people. No, we don't. Because they know better. So what the fuck are we talking about? Because they say ignorant shit doesn't mean that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Fuck out of here. Not explaining to white people. I don't know if fuck you good or bad explain to you about racism. I'm not doing that. You know how stupid that is? You be racist to us, but we got to teach you how not to be racist. Or what's offensive to black people. The fuck out of here. Now you want us to somehow feel a certain kind of way. Oh, white people is feeling uncomfortable about talking about race and slavery. The fuck? Ain't like we enslaved y'all. How the fuck are you uncomfortable? We should be more uncomfortable talking about this shit than y'all. Let's move on, man. Ain't nobody got time for this shit.
I first started thinking that.
And he also said he wanted you to come harder. He said if they want to joke, why you ain't come harder with your own jokes?
All right.
Racist jokes, I guess.
This is actually a good thing to give a rebuttal to.
See,
They talked about my dead mom and my dead dad. Said that they were running a train on my mom and
That was
dad,
hilarious.
right?
that was-
Ain't nothing hilarious about that. Nothing. And I don't know Kevin Hart mother. Just like I ain't know George Floyd. Ain't nothing funny about that. There's nothing funny about that. The lady is, what the fuck are we talking about here? What we talking about here? Ain't nothing funny about them jokes. What we talking about? Because I'm telling you say some shit about my aunt getting a train ran on her or some shit, I'm going to punch you in your fucking face. See, these, I don't know. This ain't comedy, bro. This is just blatant they being lazy. Listen, even to say some shit about Kevin Hart mother like that. They don't know Kevin Hart mother like that. That lady was far from what we know, from being a hoe. How's she getting a train ran on her? Ain't nothing. Listen. Yeah, say that about my mom. And he think that shit is okay. It's just oh, Sambo ass nigga. Kevin Hart boy. Oh my God. They even said some things about my mom. My mom getting a train ran on her and her death. Like that supposed to make me feel better. I don't like that they said that about your mom. It's lazy comedy, people. It's lazy comedy. And then they cruel about this shit when they talking about these dead people like that. That shit be cruel. So let me understand this. Because they said some fucked up shit about your mama. It's okay. You think it's so it's okay for them to talk about George Floyd. So George Floyd family should be okay with how the roast went, and they said whatever they said about their family member, which was George Floyd, because they said something about your dead parents. Wasn't nobody back there to talk about their damn parents or they dead ones. Was nobody there to represent George Floyd? See, like I said, it's lazy comedy. And there you go, seeing Kevin Hart shucking and jiving. They did it to me, so I guess it's okay. It's not. It wasn't okay when they did it to you. That's what we're trying to tell you, goofy ass. This is what happens when these niggas are not connected to the community anymore.
Yeah, that was Regina killed that.
Right?
Oh, but that's right. You probably should say killed that.
The jokes about Kevin was on a slave ship in a bottle with like the ship in the bottle. Like, I'm going to appreciate humor. I don't get affected by the intent of humor. I get it, right? In this case,
listen, Kevin Hart, we understand all that bullshit you're trying to say because you're trying to make excuses. I tell you one goddamn thing. I hope. No, I ain't gonna say I hope. You better hope one day that George Floyd daughter, I think she's 6 now, 6 or 7. You better hope when she don't get old enough to see what the fuck you're saying and that roast happened, she don't get the opportunity to approach you and say, what was funny about my dad? That joke about my dad being dead? You tell that 6, 7-year-old, you tell that hopefully whatever she get old enough, and if it ever happen, you go tell that 6-year-old that. How about that? I understand comedy. Well, maybe that little girl don't understand comedy. Because she's going to see that shit one day. You ignorant fuck. You distasteful, lazy ass. At this point, Kevin Hart, you just a lazy ass comment. You ain't no different than Heck Clap, whatever the fuck his name is. Little piece of shit, racist. And the other white boy. And everybody that was on that stage, y'all lazy. Bunch of lazy ass comics. And I'm gonna tell you how lazy these roasts are. Because they plan this shit. A real roast, where shit really comes from, is on the block. Where niggas is going off the top of their head. That's a real roast. These niggas are scripting a roast. So it's lazy. It's already lazy at its core. It's not a real roast. Go off the top of your head. And see how funny these niggas are. I guarantee you a lot of them ain't funny. And people, we're not talking about people can't take jokes. Everybody can get joked on. I said some joking shit at the job yesterday. Told a dude, it was like a little joke, but he took offense of it. Not to the point that way he was like, he wanted to fight or some shit. But you could tell it bothered him. Because even though I was fucking when I said, I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm just fucking with you. I walked up, I seen a nigga again later on, and he just brung it up. I didn't even bring the shit up. He brung it up. And I was like, okay, like, bro, I was just fucking with you, bro. It wasn't, I was just joking. I ain't saying no shit like that. I was just joking. He was like, oh, because he was like, it wouldn't happen to me. I was like, nah. I was like, yeah, it wouldn't happen. I was just fucking with you. But like I said, I ain't get mad at the nigga because the simple fact he took offense of it. He didn't get it. And like I said, maybe he wasn't in the mood to be playing. You never know. So I didn't get offended about it. Shit, I ain't like get all in the bus like, nigga, fuck you. Yo, that shit happened. I could have went off on him. But come on, bro. Wasn't that serious? First of all, for me, it wasn't that serious. But for him, it was. So I took what he said. Like, okay, bro, I get you. Yo, it was all just a joke, bro. It wasn't nothing like that. You get what I mean? So, like, yeah, like, you can't listen. That's why I said, even when you're talking about people death, like that type of shit like that, the way George Floyd died, there ain't nothing, it's no joke to make fun of that. Like, niggas in the hood know better not to talk about people dead relatives when they roasting each other. People know that. So this shit that they're doing, this shit is lazy comedy. That type of shit will get your ass beat in the street. You can't talk about people dead relatives, and roasting comes from the streets. That shit is not some comedy shit that these big comics do. They created some genre. No, that shit comes from the streets. The black community, more than anywhere. And Kevin Hart knows that. So all that shit that he's doing on the stage, it's a roast, it's just comedy. Nigga, that shit that y'all was saying on that stage will get y'all beat up in the streets. It'd probably get you killed. I ain't gonna say probably, it would. Some of that shit. Playing with people, dead relatives and shit. Nobody plays like that. That's why it's lazy comedy. It's lazy. That roasting shit is lazy. All the way around. They script them jokes. They plan for them jokes. And then they try to go to the, as far as they can, to the lowest denominator to make fucking jokes about people. When some of that shit wouldn't work in the streets, you would get your ass beat. Just being real. And I'm going to tell you why black people are offended. Because I just try to explain to people. That shit comes from where we come from. That shit they call roasting, that shit come from where we come from. And it was certain shit you cross the line by talking about people's family and shit like that to a certain level, you fuck around and get your ass beat. That's why a lot of black people was offended by that George Floyd joke. It's deeper than what this nigga trying to pretend it with. No, let's move on, y'all, because this nigga really pissing me off, man.
Do more. It's my production. We're live. The more is what? Like, what is it that you expect me? You want me to take a live production and stand up and fight Tony or have a reaction? Like, Tony told a joke. It wasn't a tasteful joke to us. We didn't like it. Okay. Hey, man, fuck that joke.
First of all, time out. It wasn't just that one. He did two of them. Number one, Kevin Hart is a motherfucking liar. Just like, didn't I just tell y'all that they know the jokes before they get ready to say the roast? It's a production. Mind you, and number two, he said it's his production. So he knew that this dude was going to say that fucked up joke. But he's playing in our face, pretending, I didn't know he was going to say the joke. Like, it's him. No, nigga, you knew. And see, my people, I done seen people do shows on this shit, do videos on this shit, and all their respectives, I respect it. A lot of them that had a problem with this shit with Kevin Hart. They missing the whole point. This nigga literally got on the Breakfast Club and pretended he didn't even know these jokes was going to happen. But and then in the same breath, lie and say, it was my production. And like I said, I know how these roasts work. They write this shit. It was not only thing that was nobody knew was going to happen was Cat Williams. That was the only shit. That was the only shit that nobody knew that Cat Williams was going to show up. Even Kevin Hart didn't know. That was the only thing. All the jokes, the settings, everything that was happening. Only thing, and the other thing they didn't know is how the crowd would react to some of these jokes. That was the only thing. They prepped for this shit already. They knew what this racist piece of shit was going to say before he even got out there. That's why Cheryl Underwood, coon ass, could come out and say, I wasn't offended about the jokes about my dead husband committing suicide, because bitch, you already knew what they was going to say. You stamped it. I'm okay with that. Why is these, and then even with Kevin Hart, he says, look, they talked about my dead mom being a hoe. Like he's pretending, trying to play without intelligence. He didn't know that they was going to do that. You knew they was going to do it. You making it seem it's okay because you knew. First you lying saying you don't know, but now, nigga, we know you know that all them jokes, you knew what everybody was going to say. Nobody freestyled nothing. The shit was already written. It was a script. The whole goddamn show is a script. It's not even a real roast, people. These niggas lying. Even when they were talking about Justin Bieber, he looked like he was upset. He was not, because he knew all the jokes that was coming. Tom Brady too. That shit is all bullshit. They all know the jokes is coming. And none of that shit is freestyle. None of it. This nigga is playing in our face. Black people, he's playing in our face. Listen, I don't give a damn about other racist people feeling however they feel about it. I don't care. Our people, we was offended. And nigga, for you to get your black ass up there and straight lie to our face, and then act like you got an attitude with our people because we was offended. Some shit that you basically was okay, that was scripted, that you knew about. I got a joke. I'm a comic. I get it. Like I told you, these niggas, they don't read the room. Like I said, listen, to all my black folks, stop supporting this nigga. We listen, we can get on the internet, we can say, make these shows, we can say all this shit. Put your money where your mouth is. Don't buy this nigga concert. Don't go to his shit no more. If you offended and he basically ain't apologized, just double down on it, fuck us, and then lied in our face. He actually went on an interview and basically lied in our face. So act like he ain't know. It's just a joke. I knew what and then he kind of told him, so he said, that's what he do. I know. You know, you knew that's what he was going to do. Like, I knew what he was going to do. Because you knew, not just because he's a fucking racist, you knew because it was backstage, the production of it, everything, whatever the comics brung, and they had to run it by the producers and Kevin. I told y'all, remember, he said it was his production. It was his shit. Even though it was on Netflix, Netflix don't own Kevin. He's partnership with Netflix. Y'all got to remember that. That nigga talk all that big shit. I'm partner. See, I can come in, I'll be partners. So you're a partner, nigga, so you know about it. And you didn't have to let them jokes come out. Just say the George Floyd one. You had to let that come out. And mind you, only the racist people made fun of George Floyd. Fuck out of here. See, you kind of could respect it a little more. If some other black people would have came out that was up there and made fun of George Floyd. You kind of like, hey, it wasn't just the white boy. We can't even say the white boy is racist. Other motherfuckers said it. They was black. But we would have still gotten them black niggas' ass because ain't nothing funny about it. But why only the racist motherfuckers get to do that? Why would you allow that? And you know the dude is a racist. What, because he ain't racist to you? Huh, Kevin? Would you Stephen A. Smith now? He's my friend. You coon ass niggas is unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
We move on. I don't understand why we stand on a hill and it becomes like this big thing of like, oh man, motherfucker, they do this and they're attacking the culture. It doesn't have to be that. It literally is either you're a fan of this level of content or you're not. And if you're not a fan, then you don't watch it. So
Hey, Kevin Hart, you know what? You're exactly right. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. You know what? I agree. We ain't a fan of you. And all the black people, y'all talk all this shit on the internet, you say all these, make these videos, stand on business. Don't support that nigga no more. You heard him. Don't watch it. That means he's saying don't watch him. Don't white people love him enough, give him enough bread. He good. Let him go. But I want Kevin Hart to understand something. Don't keep speaking like you about our people. Ain't nobody saying you ain't black, but you ain't with us. Nigga, you Candace Owens in them. At this point, you Snoop Dogg in them. All them black people that got upset, I'm like, yo, why the fuck is they at them Snoop and Nelly shows and shit? Y'all had a problem with these niggas with him siding with going on there fucking with Trump? Like, come on, bro. See, they take us for granted because we don't stand on business. Kevin Hart just told you, don't support him no more. Let's see how that work out for him. Let's show him what real black power is. Oh, you don't need us? Okay, cool. Kevin Hart ain't got to worry about me supporting him in nothing. I won't watch a movie. Listen, he could be in a movie with somebody I like. I won't watch the movie. Remember the racist dude? I fuck with him. He played in, he was like a British actor or some shit, and he said he beat up a black person because they was black or some shit like that, and he wanted to come out of politics. Nigga, I stopped watching. Anything he in, I don't watch. And he was a great actor. He did great movies. I don't watch him no more. Ain't nothing he do I watch. Nothing. I'm not playing around with racist people, and I'm definitely not playing around with coon-ass niggas and sellouts that want to sit there and play. See, it's one thing with them racists being racist and disrespectful. It's another thing when our people that look like us playing in our face with this racism shit. Cause you getting some bread, you got some bread, you got a bag, and you scared of them white folks. Well, I ain't scared of them white folks. And I don't need that bag. All money ain't good money, nigga. And black people came up with that saying, all money ain't good money. That's our shit. They like to steal every goddamn thing, but I gotta put our name on it. Shout out to my brother, LT in the building. What up, LT? Listen, Floyd Mayweather, this nigga like we supposed to feel sorry for him because his white friend stole from him. I think they stole $100 million from him. That's why he back fighting. But I thought he was a billionaire. I told you, don't let these niggas lie to y'all and be acting like they billionaires. Nigga, it ain't no if I'm a billionaire and Floyd ain't been fighting in down there 6-7 years, maybe almost close to a decade, and you ran out of that billion that quick, nigga. Okay, nigga. And you back fighting again for what? Like, I didn't even get mad at him when he was doing a little exhibition shit because I was just like, yo, sometimes when you this shit for so long, it's hard to leave that shit. So I get it. Fuck Floyd Mayweather. I don't give a fuck about Floyd Mayweather. Listen, I don't wish harm on a nigga like that, but if they took all his money, I wouldn't give a fuck. If he broke, he broke. File for bankruptcy, nigga. Do a Donald Trump. You like Donald Trump so much, you know. Do what your friend of me will do. 50 Cent. Go bankrupt, nigga. I don't know what to tell a nigga. Fuck Floyd Mayweather. Fuck them niggas. Listen, I have no empathy or sympathy for him at all. Fuck him.
My last note for all attached to this is very simple, okay? Whatever the headlines or whatever the dialogue is, my rebuttal is simplicity. Remove me from it. I didn't say it. If you are upset that the night went on, that's a different conversation.
First of all, you are complicit. You see how he tried to be like, I didn't say it. You knew they was going to say it. And you allowed it. See, I told you he's playing in our face and he's lying. He's literally lying in our face. I didn't say it. I'm not complicit. Yes, you are. Because you knew they was going to say it. You knew he was going to say it. Mind you, once again, they contradict themselves, telling themselves it was my production. And I know how them roasts run. They run, that Kevin Hart had to know exactly what everybody said. Now, it's some motherfuckers that get roasted that says, I don't want to know, is very rare. But he knew. He knew.
The headlines or whatever the dialogue is. My rebuttal is simplicity. Remove me from it. I didn't say it. If you are upset that the night went on, that's a different conversation. It's nothing I can do. It's a production. It's a live production. I'm not compromising the live production for a reaction of what? What do you want me to do?
Listen, this whole interview was Kevin Hart saying a bunch of nothing. He basically just was going around in a circle, lying. Every time he got caught, he was like, oh, damn, I'm lying about that. Let me go to something else. And then lie and say some shit that makes some sense and then lie again. He just kept lying. I can't do nothing about nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm a dumb nigger. I'm a dumb tap dancer. I don't know nothing. I couldn't do nothing. It's not my production, but it is my production. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? The nigga did a bunch of word salads. Nobody knew what the fuck. He just said nothing. But I caught him because I know he's lying. I pay attention to even the stupid shit come out of their mouth. Because I just try to catch these motherfuckers in lies. Well, I know this shit don't make no sense of what they saying. Let's move on.
You want me to fight afterwards? You want me to turn it into what? That's not what I agreed to do. That's not the job at hand. The job at hand was to produce a successful roast, which I did. I also got the rebuttal. I also got to say shit at the end. What are we dealing with here? I'll say it again. Stop talking as if I said it. So when you say the family and the family's affected, I didn't disrespect the family. Showed up for the family when it happened.
First of all, he's a liar. You did because you accept you was okay with it. Like I said, he's keep pretending, and like I said, he's playing in our face, and I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again. He knew that racist nigga was gonna say it. Kevin Hart knew exactly what everybody was gonna say. Everybody. Now he might come out later and start lying and say, "Oh no, that's not true." You admitted it already. So are you lying now or you was lying then? Let's move on.
Made sure the family felt supported. Made sure that all things there were actually cool. Behind the scenes, just as an example, you know the one person that I talked to, and I'm not even gonna tell you the conversation, Stephen Jackson.
Oh, I know you called that.
That's because that's my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, Stack, let me just call you, man. So look, I can explain to you like the world of the roast.
Let me say this. I got the video of Stephen Jackson because I ain't gonna play this shit too much longer because Kevin Hart is a fucking liar. And like I said, nigga, for me, you ain't gotta worry about me. Support nothing else you do. Not a movie, not a stand-up, none of that shit. Nothing. You ain't gotta worry about it. You good at cooning for them white folks? It's okay, it's cool. It's cool with me. Nigga, you pick the side, and it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm just, hopefully you okay with it. But I seen the video of Stephen Jackson. I got it, and I'm gonna play it. Well, but I had a problem with Stephen Jackson. Because he started out standing on business, and then he started tap dancing. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with these niggas? Then he started disrespecting almost like shunning George Floyd family, parts of his family. I'm like, what the fuck? Let's move on.
X, Y, and Z. We talked. I get it, Kev. We had a great conversation. But that's what I mean when I say, hey, man, let me call the one person after. And that's before whatever you're talking about. That's immediate. That, hey, Tony.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you 2 ways of how that's happened and why he called Steven Jackson. 2 ways. Because Kevin Hart think he think people stupid. Nigga, you was watching the feedback from what black people were saying, or you got the feedback from Steven Jackson, and he went at the dude Tony or whatever, and he said, and the dude Tony said something to you, and he was like, oh, let me call Steven. That's my guy. Or, like I said, or somebody and his team told him, like, yo, that George Floyd shit, the family, see, you're getting mad backlash from this shit. You got to somehow clean this shit up. You might want to call Steven Jackson. Even one of those scenarios happened. He didn't just randomly come off and after the show was over, like, let me call my nigga. Because I didn't like the joke. Nigga, you was sitting there laughing. If the joke wasn't funny, why was you laughing? Happy birthday to you, my brother Game in the building. Happy birthday, brother. Hope you have plenty more of them motherfuckers, man. But yeah, man. Don't let these niggas fool you, man. This nigga lying, man. You know what the crazy shit about it? It seemed like we had this conversation before. About Steven Jackson and motherfucking Kevin Hart. But nigga, don't be acting like you just randomly, you thought it was you ain't think it was funny. You was laughing at the joke, Stephen A. Stephen A. Kevin Hart. You was laughing at the joke. I caught that part. I seen clips. I didn't watch the shit. I caught a clip of somebody was like, look at this nigga. Somebody did a show. Somebody probably I was subscribed to, I fuck with on YouTube. Can't remember exactly who it was. Because I watched a lot of shit. And a motherfucker did the clip and say, this nigga lying. He said that lying. And like he wasn't laughing. He thought the joke was bad. He was laughing. If you don't think a joke is funny, you're not laughing. Unless you laughing because you uncomfortable. Right? Because that happens too when you get caught off guard and you laugh. But anyway, let's move on.
There is this and this, but you do know that that's what this shit is. It's a roast. But I just want you to know from my side, that man's on his own.
You ain't lead with that, Kev. You should have been leading with that the whole time.
I don't need to.
People just want to know you can't.
I don't fucking need to prove to people that I give a fuck.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
This is time. This one.
No.
This one.
No. If you open that door, then that's the door that people expect all the time. Why the fuck do I need to do that?
I think it's because of how.
Listen, let me say that. Let me say this. I'm glad you said that, Kevin Hart. So we don't need to give a fuck about you no more. We listen. We ain't listen. And it will be a period of time where you're going to need our people again. Because we not talking, it ain't white people going after you, nigga. It's your people. So you saying, fuck us. You don't need to, I don't need to open that door. Okay, cool, nigga. Like I said, remember all this shit he's saying. I hope he remember it. When black people say, oh, well, make you, nigga. What the fuck? And like I said, to these black celebrities, if that's the case, you feel this way like how Kevin Hart feel, stop speaking on black people's issues, regardless if they're good or bad. Because we over here trying to do some other shit. And all you doing is making it harder for what the fuck we trying to do. You're a part of the fucking problem. And you niggas stay in your lane. Don't be a part of what we doing. Damn, I want these niggas to stop talking about our shit. Like I said, this interview was unnecessary. The shit probably would have went away if he'd just shut the fuck up. But no, he had to come out and try to play like he tough. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Kevin Hart, you ain't got to explain. You ain't got to open. No, okay, cool, bro. Just remember you said that.
Yes, you do. No, I don't.
This is time. This one.
No.
Yeah, this one.
No. If you open that door, then that's the door that people expect. Why the fuck do I need to do that?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This nigga really think he on the level of Dave Chappelle too. Because it's almost similar to Dave said about when the gay community came after him when he was talking about the gay jokes. And black people stood behind Dave on that. And the shit that we said, what we said, and it stood on business. We stood on business with that with Dave because we understood he wasn't trying to. So what? Black jokes come up every fucking comedy shit. Yeah, no problem when it's about making black people look like buffoons. You laugh at that, but we can't laugh at the gay people. That happens every time he talk about somehow black celebrities, a lot of people we love. And we sit there and we take that shit. But then the gay community, all of a sudden, you can't talk about, why you keep talking about trans people? What? Y'all the ones out here making the most goddamn noise. How about that? And we stood on business with Dave. But Kevin Hart, you are not Dave Chappelle. And we know Chris Rock ain't funny. I don't even know why people even put Chris Rock as like he's this top tier comic. Chris Rock ain't been shit since the 90s. You can't name me a Chris Rock skit. I mean, not a skit, but a stand-up comedy show. Or, a stand-up that he put out since the 90s. After the 90s little run he had. I think he had like three stand-up shits. Valid. Classics. After that, he don't got shit after that. That's why it really bothered me that he did that stand-up when he really went at Will Smith. That shit wasn't funny. Wasn't nothing funny about it. It just made you look just like a pussy-ass nigga that you are. And I got respect for Tony Rock, but get the fuck out of here. If your brother a bitch-ass nigga, he a bitch-ass nigga. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck how much. Listen, ain't nobody smacking me, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You just can't smack me. Listen, if you smack me and I'm at my job, nigga, we both just gonna get fired or arrested. Like, I just don't understand that. We dealing with weirdo. Oh, he took it like a champ, he was in the business. No, nigga, you can't smack me, bro. That whole show would have been off. they'd have cut that bitch off. Cut the feed, cut the feed. Will Smith couldn't have smacked me, nigga. Ain't nobody try. Chris Rock ain't been funny since the 90s. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. So I don't give a fuck about Chris Rock and all that shit. Chris Rock ain't been shit. Chris Rock is not even in my top 10 greatest comics of all time. Get the fuck out of here. And then you gotta imagine, that's who Kevin Hart look at as somebody he's one of the GOATs. If you think Chris Rock is one of the GOATs, nigga, you smoking crack. You smoking the sugar booger. And that's why Kevin Hart, a lot of people say he ain't funny no more. Nigga, you corny at this point. Chris Rock is corny. The fuck out of here, bro. Like I said, Chris Rock ain't been funny since the 90s. Then listen, then I thought about it. I say, all right, if you're going to do this, because he haven't put out a stand-up since the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. You talking about over 20-something years, this nigga ain't had a comedy special. And then you come out with that bullshit, and you had, all right, Will Smith, nigga, this shit should have been the funniest shit in the world. It wasn't. Do y'all hear anybody talking about Chris Rock stand-up? His last shit? Nobody even mentioned that bullshit. It was trash. One of the worst stand-ups I have ever seen. Nigga out of touch. It was like he wasn't even, like he didn't even understand the culture. Like he was just this different nigga. Like, you know what I mean? This weird nigga. Like he was trying to be in front of a black audience and didn't even understand the vibe. Like, nigga, you should have took them jokes over there with them white folks. I think people think about that shit, man. And then imagine who Kevin Hart is talking about, who the GOAT, one of the GOATs are. Chris Rock? Fuck out of here, bro. Give me 1 second, people. I'll be right back. All right, I'm bad, people. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you ever think about, like, ain't nobody ever put Chris Rock in their top 5 other than this goofy ass nigga, Kevin Hart. Chris Rock is corny as shit. Listen, and I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Imagine, as black people, like if you go watch a lot of Chris Rock shit now, like his old shit when he had them 3 classics and shit. I even say 2. I don't even know about the 3rd one, but he you can say that shit could offend some black people at that time. But we helped create him. He was a part of us, so we respected him. We love him. Chris Rock ain't been shit since then. Why y'all think that Eddie Murphy ain't put out no fucking specials? Because he's not connected to the black community like y'all think. He's naturally funny. Come on, man. Martin Lawrence, same shit. And we love Martin, nigga. Look, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Listen, we look at Eddie Murphy as one of the GOATs. But we fuck with Martin more than we fuck with Eddie Murphy. Let's just be real. When Martin come out, nigga, we fuck with Martin. Niggas don't fuck with Eddie Murphy like that, bro. We understand he a legend. He a GOAT. We get that. Well, he naturally funny. We get that shit. But at the end of the day, nigga, a lot of niggas will pick Martin over Eddie Murphy. Let's just be real. Like, seriously, when it comes to black people, like, man, fuck out of here with that shit. Let's be real. There's certain niggas we know that's like that. Game put out Bernie Mac. Yeah, that's like another nigga. Everybody know better, bro. Like, come on, man. Nobody putting no motherfucking Chris Rock and Eddie Murphy. Like, come on, bro. Like, we fuck with Eddie. Eddie is Eddie, nigga. He a GOAT. Is Richard, him, and Martin. And Chappelle. And it's just the rest of them niggas. And I'm sorry, and Bernie. And it's the rest of them niggas. Seriously. There's no disrespect to some of the other greats, but they ain't them 5 niggas. Sorry. They ain't them. But let's just be real. We picking Martin over Eddie. A certain level. Come on, man. We know Martin did more for the culture or representing us in a certain type of way. Even when you watch this nigga in big movie shit, the Bad Boys for Life, all that shit, yo, we like, yo, that's us. If we had to be cops, black people, hey, we Martin. Like, we fuck with Will. You know what I mean? We know that nigga, that smooth nigga, like black nigga like Will. We know that. We got that nigga. But Martin, that's us. That's one of us. That he us. Come on, man. Listen, Eddie Murphy is a GOAT. He's one of the greatest. He not Martin, bro. Sorry. It's like certain niggas is like, it's like even when we talk about like Richard Pryor, like this whole notion niggas be talking about they better than Richard Pryor. You not. Richard Pryor's the GOAT. He's always going to be the GOAT. He was better than all his peers at the time. I love Eddie Murphy, but nigga, but he ain't better than fucking Richard. Sorry. Go watch Richard stand up and you go watch Raw, all that shit with Eddie Murphy. He wasn't that funny, bro. He wasn't like Richard. I'm just telling y'all. He wasn't like Richard. Richard was, when it came to that stand-up shit, Richard was like that. Eddie Murphy is just naturally, he's just a funny nigga. He's talented. He got an it factor about him. That's why he became the movie star that he is, how big he is. He just was a different nigga. But he was not motherfucking Richard Pryor, bro. Not with that stand-up shit, no. He was not. Listen, I don't give a fuck what age you are. You go back, you watch Eddie Murphy stand up, Raw and Delirious, and you go back and watch Richard shit. You can just take one of his shit. Ain't no way that motherfucking you will say that Eddie Murphy is better than Richard Pryor. You out your mind. Sorry, Richard is the GOAT. And ain't no, it's like I be saying that shit about Michael Jordan. He the GOAT. Nobody better than him, bro. Sorry. Shit, listen, I mean, if you really want to be real, go back and watch some of Red Fox shit and tell me that Eddie Murphy is funnier than fucking Red Fox. Go watch his stand-ups, some of them albums, listen to them albums. Out of here, bro. Eddie Murphy, listen, I get it, bro, but his shit aged bad. Like that, them Delirious and Raw, I see why Eddie don't do stand-up no more. Multi-talented. Stand-up? No. That shit was trash. That shit didn't, put it this way, it didn't age well. But I guarantee you go back and look at Martin stand-up, his 2 comic shit he had. Did he have 2? Yeah, he had 2. He had You So Crazy, Run Tell That. And tell me his 2 shit and you compare it to Eddie Murphy 2 shit in the 80s. And tell me his shit wasn't better than Eddie's shit. I'll put that challenge out there to everybody. Eddie Murphy is not that great of a stand-up. I'm just telling y'all. His stand-ups, listen, his shit didn't age well. Just telling y'all. That shit trash. I tried to look at it, I was like, oh, Eddie corny as shit. Eddie Murphy was corny, bro. Honestly, his stand-ups was corny. He's naturally funny, but his stand-ups was corny as fuck. And like I said, sometimes people, it depends, like, because when I looked at, because like even when Richard, he did his stand-up, he was in front of a lot of white people back then, but Richard was still him. He was still, you felt that nigga in him. It was almost like Eddie Murphy was, you know, he got some bits in there that was funny. There's one shit about his father was a drunk and shit. That shit was hilarious. But you can see how he kind of took a lot from Richard. But his shit doesn't age well like that. I don't think Eddie was that funny like that. Like, honestly, I mean, for a stand-up, he wasn't a good stand-up. He wasn't as great as a lot of the other greats are. He definitely wasn't better than Richard. And listen, he wasn't better than Martin. Sorry. Martin 2 stand-ups was better than Raw and Delirious. I'm just telling y'all. Martin a different breed nigga, man. You know? Martin was a different nigga. He a different nigga. Like Martin talented, like he multi-talented. Just like Eddie. Eddie probably a little multi-talented because he can sing and shit. But if you ask me who could do a stand-up right now, Martin or Eddie, Eddie May could do it because I don't know, because Martin, I don't know, Martin been slipping for the last couple of years as far as like, you're starting to see, I don't know if he was having health problems and shit, so that's the only reason I say that. But Eddie, yeah. Listen, no lie to you, if I'm Eddie or Murphy, Eddie and Martin, I'll do a motherfucking double stand-up. You know what I mean? You know how crazy that'll be? You have Martin and Eddie doing a stand-up together. It don't matter who go first or not. Should be huge. Should be huge. But I got a little bit more confidence in Eddie of doing a stand-up than Martin because I think Martin been sick. I think he been going through some shit. And but if Martin healthy, oh yeah, Eddie ain't fucking with him, bro. Well, like I said, my top 5 comments is Richard. And listen, after a while, Chappelle is going to take over that second shit. Like, I think Chappelle is brilliant. He's a brilliant ass comic. He's funny when you don't even think he's going to be funny. That's how brilliant he is. His punchlines is fucking crazy. And then the storytelling with that is so fucking funny. It's like he's a all-around, he got the all-around package of being of a great comic. Like he's great in everything. And so, listen, I think you can give Richard a run for his money, but I think in another, if he can come out with maybe like one more classic as stand-up show, stand-up, I think Chappelle could be the GOAT. I mean, I think he could be better than fucking Eddie Murphy. I think a lot of people do got him over Eddie. I think what keep Eddie there is that niggas is still like this thing that's saying that Eddie may come out and do a stand-up. And I think, listen, as great as Chappelle is, if Eddie Murphy, this is how legendary Eddie is, though. And his aura, who he is, because Eddie do got an aura. If he comes out and he does we know he already come out with a special, and that motherfucker be fire, Chappelle can't pass him. Yeah. Couldn't pass. Listen, I think if he can do that shit right now and come out and do it, I think a lot of people will put him over Richard. If Eddie can come out with a great stand-up special right now, somewhere in the next year or 2, maybe 3, yeah, man. But I think Eddie is the reason that we haven't seen it, because I think Eddie is scared that he could ball. Because you talking about this nigga ain't did a stand-up since the 80s, bro. Come on, bro. It's one thing of being naturally funny, doing movies and shit, making skits and shit and movies, making movies. Like, it's different doing stand-up. It's different. And you know, Eddie like 60-something years old, bro. Listen, I ain't mad if Eddie do it or not. If he do it, I'm excited about it. I'll watch it. But if he don't, I ain't gonna be mad. It's Eddie fucking Murphy, bro. He a legend. But yeah, people pushing to do it, but you know, I just think he's afraid. Because you gotta understand, Eddie know what his status is or who he is. You know, he come out with some like look at Chris Rock. He came out with that bullshit. The fuck we talking about? Chris Rock a goat. Yeah, listen. We gotta be very careful about calling niggas legends too. I don't know if you talking about Chris Rock a legend. He great. You know what I mean? As overall as his career, he's great. But a legend? Nah, nigga. So that's when we talking about this stand-up shit. He is nowhere up in that. Nowhere. He's nowhere in that top 10. It's plenty of niggas way funnier than him. Listen, as a matter of fact, I'll take that back. Because I'm disrespecting my man. I'm disrespecting my man, Cat Williams. I love Bernie Mac. He ain't put enough work in. Bernie died very young. I get it. It's Bernie Mac. Fucking Bernie Mac. Legend. Great. Cat Williams better than Bernie Mac. Overall, he's better. Yes. And you got to hold that against Bernie. He passed away. Cat Williams put classic shit out. He been putting shit out. Cat been putting that work out, man. Come on, man. The crazy shit about it, Bernie and Cat is kind of the same niggas in a way. They didn't want these two niggas to shine. They got that shit out the mud. That Bernie Mac show, nigga, he got that out the bud. Steve Harvey was hating like a motherfucker in the back. Yo, this nigga was hating, boy. You ever notice nobody ever put Steve Harvey nowhere near in that top 10 or top 20? Nobody mentioned that nigga. That's why when you look at the Dave Chappelle's, you can even give Kevin his props in a way. Him keep doing shit because he understands. He's trying to follow Dave, but he's not Dave Chappelle. In no way. You don't stick up for your people enough. You're not relatable to your people. At this point, you just on some fucking sellout shit. That's why he's losing a lot of respect. It ain't that Kevin ain't funny no more. Niggas is losing respect for him. Hey, yo, you pick and choose when you want to stand up. And he did this. He doing the same shit with this shit. You know what bothers me? These niggas get gray hair, and it seems like you be like, these niggas should got some wisdom. And you come to find out these niggas is just a bunch of pussy ass sellouts. All that gray hairs mean that you've been stressing like a coon that you are. Because coons be stressing. And they don't want to lose that spot. Niggas be stressing like a motherfucker. Well, listen, we may not see it all the time. We think, oh, they got the money, they balling, they shining, they cooning, they stunting in front of us. Them coons be behind closed doors, them niggas be stressing. Because they selling their soul. It's a difference from, you working hard and you stressing, right? Like you trying to keep your head above water. That's a different type of stress. But when you stressing to try to please motherfuckers you know that don't like you, that's a whole nother different type of stress. Just saying. I can't take this nigga Kevin Hart serious no more, man. Let's listen to Steven Jackson real quick, and we're gonna get up on out of here. It's 12 something. I got my daughter be home in a couple hours. I gotta cook.
This is getting very, very awkward, you guys, and I'm keeping track of everything. Now, earlier today, Kevin Hart did an interview with The Breakfast Club where he finally addressed the backlash he was getting for having comedian Tony Hinchcliffe on his roast, where Tony made a joke about George Floyd. Now, if you guys missed that video from earlier today, please make sure you guys go check.
You know what's so bad about this? We know this nigga's a racist, man. The problem... And that's why, and I don't even like when our people is beefing with each other. I don't like beefing with Kevin Hart. Like, a lot of our black folks. I don't like even saying some of the shit I say, but it has to be said. Because niggas can't keep playing in our face. Listen, these white people laughing at us, bro. But Kevin Hart is sitting there, and people like him sit there, and they playing in our face. And that shit angers me more than these motherfuckers. I know. And the crazy shit, I know these white people like, yeah, look, I got them beefing and I got them talking about each other. It ain't about me. Look how they going at each other. I get it. I know what they doing, but like I said, that's a distraction. They distract them by using our own people against us. But what won't happen is that we're going to allow sellout niggas to play in our face either. We're not allowing that. I know what they doing, but I'm not going to allow this nigga to play in our face either. I'm going to fuck you black or not. You playing in our face. We got more expectation. Listen, I want all these black celebrities or black people as a whole. Yes, you got a responsibility as black people. Carry yourself like that. Have some fucking self-respect for yourself as black people in this country. We come from warriors and shit. Stop acting scary. Yes, we got responsibility. Yeah, we ain't saying we got it. Of course, we ain't gonna be able to take care of everybody. Of course not. But if it's enough of us standing on business, yes, we can take it. Listen, it takes a village to raise kids. Okay? Same shit. It takes a village for us to help each other. You niggas want to go solo. You want to be Michael Jackson solo so much. Nothing wrong with letting other niggas shine or building other niggas up. Why you got to be on top of the food chain? Why we all can't eat? Why we all can't stand on business? See, the one thing I learned by knowing our history, they used our black people to keep this jealousy and hate that we have amongst each other, this animosity. They did that shit to us back in the day. And then shit trickled down till you see it even worse now. It's even worse now. Listen, people, we had sellouts back in the day. Nobody's saying that. But this shit is just ridiculous at this point. The buck dancing and the cooning and the black people that don't want to stand on business. Listen, people, I ain't never seen a bunch of scary ass black people in my life. You even got some of the so-called gangsters in the street, these scary ass niggas. You niggas don't be standing for nothing, yo. A lot of you niggas don't stand for shit. Can't stand on business to save your life, nigga. I swear, them white people got you scared. Them white folks, them racist white people got you scared. So scared. Motherfucker talking about life hard, nigga. What you thought our ancestors went through? We got more than what they got. I mean, what they had. I tell you that shit. So you niggas should be, a lot of us should be willing to risk every fucking thing. Fuck is wrong with you niggas? God damn. Well, some of you niggas, I ain't gonna say all, some of you niggas, what the fuck? Those scary ass niggas, man. Like, whoa. Shit is embarrassing too. I just look at it, some of these niggas is embarrassing. They had buck dancing and cooning like a motherfucker. You're like, you can't say that you ain't in their space to do that. I wouldn't want to be there. If money does that, if that type of money does that shit to you, I mean, do that shit to people like that, I don't want that money. No, fuck that. No. Nigga, I want to still be sane in a way. Where I actually give a fuck about shit. I don't want that type of money. No. I ain't saying I want to be poor or homeless or some shit, but I wouldn't want that money. Fuck that. Nigga, I'd rather live paycheck to paycheck and go through my struggles. Nigga, I don't, hey man. God damn. I know how it felt to not have confidence in yourself as a young child and as a young person And then now I'm a grown ass man and I still don't have no self-respect. I'm, like, you get what I mean? Like, y'all can't do that, bro. Like, I don't want that. Keep that money, man. Anyway, let's move on.
Check it out. Now, Kevin Hart pretty much did not take any accountability for the joke.
My bad, people. Hold on.
And for having comedian Tony Hinchcliffe on his roast, where Tony made a joke about George Floyd. Now, if you guys missed that video from earlier today, please make sure you guys go check it out. Now, Kevin Hart pretty much did not take any accountability for the joke. As a matter of fact, he actually defended Tony, and he said Tony had one of the best sets of the night. And also in this interview, Kevin Hart revealed that he actually spoke with somebody that's close to George Floyd, Stephen Jackson. Now, here's where things get. In this interview, Kevin Hart claimed he spoke with Stephen Jackson after the show was over, but he never really mentioned how the conversation went, and he never said what Stephen Jackson said back to him. He made it seem like after he spoke with Stephen Jackson, everything was all good in relation to George Floyd and his family.
I'll say it again.
Because he couldn't speak on it because you'll hear from Stephen Jackson what he said. And at the end of it, like I said, I disagree with Stephen Jackson on this bullshit. Like, nigga, I swear we had this conversation before about this nigga, Stephen Jackson. Like, you can't pick and choose of niggas that's doing sucker ass shit. Right? And he gonna say it at the end of it when he do talk of how him and Kevin got some shit going on. And that shit bothers me about niggas like that. Nigga, I would cut all that shit off if, nigga, we got a problem like that. And, nigga, you don't do what you supposed to do or apologizing and shit. Like, I can't fuck with a nigga like that. But anyway, let's move on. Listen, it's niggas out, my homies and shit. I don't fuck with these niggas like that because these niggas be on bullshit. And then, you go talk to them. I'll talk for a couple of months or some shit. And I go back and I'll talk to them again. And they still on that bullshit. I'm like, all right, yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not going to keep doing this shit with you niggas. I'm not going to keep having these stupid ass conversations. You niggas don't get it, you don't get it. Then nigga, you'll never get it. You know what I mean? Like, and I love my niggas from afar. I can love niggas from afar. But nigga, I can't fuck with you like that. Like, seriously. Let's have a conversation with my homeboy and shit. I ain't fuck that nigga like that, man. Like, yo, you still on that bullshit, nigga. I'm not doing that with you, bro. Anyway, let's move on.
You don't need a speaker. Your phone's real volume is locked.
I'm about to show you a secret that the Android and
It's family.
I'll say it again. Stop talking as if I said it. So when you say the family and the family's affected, I didn't disrespect the family. Showed up for the family when it happened. Made sure that the family felt supported. Made sure that all things there were actually cool. Behind the scenes, just as an example, you know one person that I talked to, I'm not even going to tell you the conversation, Stephen Jackson.
Oh, I know you caught that.
That's because that's my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, Stat, let me just call you, man. So look, I can explain to you like the road of the roast, X, Y, and Z. We talked, I get it, Cat. We had a great conversation. But that's what I mean when I say, hey, man, let me call the one person after. And that's before whatever you're talking about. That's immediate. That, hey, Tony threw one out there.
Yo, you know how this nigga planning out face, yo. That shit is crazy, bro. Listen, I called Stephen Jackson right away soon as it was over. Nigga, you already knew it was gonna happen. He's trying to pretend that he didn't know that this racist white boy was gonna make that joke. It's crazy that he's trying to stand on that bullshit. But anyway, okay, let's move on.
It's this and this, but you do know that that's what this shit is. It's a roast. I just want you to know from my side. That man's on his own.
You ain't lead with that, Kev.
So a lot of people started getting on Stephen Jackson. Hey, brother, I thought you was with us. You never told us you spoke with Kevin Hart. That's odd. Well, Stephen Jackson said enough is enough. He got on Instagram Live to address the situation. According to Stephen Jackson, yes, he spoke with Kevin Hart, but he also stopped them and checked them mid-conversation.
And let me just say this too. Imagine you got a homie, right? And he do some fuck shit, right? And y'all cool. And they call you, whatever, you know, you had this conversation with him. The one thing I said, this nigga like, yo, I'm offended by that, bro. And it just put me out of it. All right, I get what you're saying. I get it. I understand where you come from. But the family need an apology, bro. Apology doesn't hurt nobody. And it gotta be sincere too. Like, nigga, you gotta understand. You feel the way how you feel about that shit. I get that. I understand where you come from. But nigga, come on, man. Like, I guess this industry, this is new friendship shit. This is new shit. Oh, my man, that's my nigga. Okay, bro. You couldn't be my nigga. You apologizing to the family, and then you had a nerve to go and double down and triple down on an interview, and then bring me up, and then don't tell his whole story. Don't. As a matter of fact, you didn't even tell a story. I ain't even gonna speak about what we spoke about. Well, why you bring me up? You should have got my blessings to speak about the conversation. You see how a snick this nigga is, Kevin Hart is. And if I'm Steven Jackson, nigga, I'm not getting over that till you apologize to the family. Especially you supposed to be my nigga. I would have said, you know what? Let's just say he didn't know that this dude was going to say this shit. Right? Even though, like I told y'all, it's all a lie. He knew. And he knew who this dude was because he's friends with this racist. That's why he's defending him. He's trying to play both sides. Right? Now, let's just go off of Kevin Hart scenario. What he going off of? He didn't know this dude was gonna say it. All right, nigga, it's not hard to come out and apologize. Call Stack. Hey man, my bad, bro. I didn't know he was gonna do that shit, bro. That shit was bullshit. I checked that nigga, told him, hey man, don't ever fucking do that. But like I said, he invited this dude. He knew everything. This racist piece of shit, he knew everything about him, and he invited him to his roast. Kevin Hart could have said, no, can't have him there. He going to offend my people. I can't allow him there. He didn't do that. He seen nothing wrong with the racist. Run tell that, nigga. You seen nothing wrong with that racist. You knew who that dude was. He's your friend, ain't he? Then you try to throw him under the bus. He did that. I ain't gonna do with that. Yeah, you did, nigga. You invited him. You wasn't clueless of the people that was coming to your roast. You knew everybody that was coming other than Cat Williams. Cat was the only nigga he knew he didn't know that was coming. That was the only dude. Only coming. Everybody else he knew was coming. He knew the jokes they was going to say and make. He knew it. That's why I don't even understand Steven Jackson. Yeah, you right, Booch. You right. That's why I said it. And you mind you. Cat wasn't even there for the. Was Cat the last person? But like I said, when Cat came out, he came and then he left. Because you didn't hear anything else. He came, he both did what he did, and then he left. He didn't stick around. You didn't hear nothing about Cat sticking around for any of that shit. He came, did what he did, he rolled out. That's why that shit was like kind of disingenuous. It was like, I didn't even like that shit. I was like, oh, Cat and Kevin squashed the beef. I ain't heard from Cat. And that wasn't the time to do that. Yeah, I think Cat was the last one. And that's what I said. He came, niggas didn't even know he was coming. So Cat didn't even see the roast. He might have seen it later, but he didn't see the shit when he was there. He wasn't there to watch that shit. He came when it was his time to come. Showed up on time, did what he had to do. Did what he, you know what I mean? I don't even think he expected Kevin Hart to be like, let's squash the beef. And that's why you haven't heard from Cat. You haven't even heard from Cat saying, oh, the beef is squashed. You ain't heard from Cat. But like I said, it is what it is.
No, that was not okay. Here's what he said.
I'm gonna come in because I know y'all want, I'm gonna give it to y'all real. So Kev did reach out to me. I've been knowing Kev a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing Kev a long time. And it kind of came off as he made it sound like I agree with the bullshit. I agree with the bullshit on the roast. No, I did not. I didn't agree with the joke. When he called me, he was basically calling me out of respect as friends. And basically, I cut him off. I know what a roast is. I understand what a roast is. I watch him. I love him. I watch him. I love comedy. I love Kevin. I'm a fan of Kevin. That's my homeboy. I've been knowing him a long time. But the only thing I wanted to express to Kev was there's a lot of people like me.
Listen, is these niggas really friends? Right? Like, it's one thing of having celebrity friends, and people can wind up coming to be friends. I get that. But is niggas really your friend? Like, it's a certain level of, like, nigga. And maybe some, like this, let's just, like I said, let's just say Kevin Hart did not know, which we all know is bullshit. Do y'all understand that if, just say I'm a celebrity, motherfuckers is making fun of my homeboy's people, but he supposed to be my man, right? I got probably a different relationship with him because we celebrity friends. It's a different level, but this is my man's family, right? Like, he passed away and they made fun of my homeboy passing. Like, you get what I mean? Like, nigga, and I know this shit happened on your watch. You got some explaining to do. And even after you explain it, still apologize. Don't come back out and then you come back out, double down, and then throw me out there and then pretend like shit went down the way you, like, you didn't even really, Kevin ain't even really talk about it. He said, I just talked to Steven Jackson, told him what I told him, you know, and we good. What? But that lets you know this nigga really ain't your friend. Stat, he ain't really your friend, bro. Because he tried to act like, try to throw you under the bus with his bullshit. That ain't no friend, bro. These niggas is unbelievable, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back. I'm gonna turn the oven and shit on. Cook for the family. Yeah, want something. Yeah, I gotta cook for the excuse me, cook for the family and shit. But yeah, man, listen. Like I said, I got homies and shit that I keep from a distance, right? Like, I don't have no like homies and shit that like I hang around every day with. Cause niggas like, and it's no disrespect to my homies and shit. It's like we ain't on the same level of loyalty, and I had to understand that. Like, there's certain levels of loyalty and morals and principles and shit. Even when it comes to my loyalty, it's more morals and principles and shit, right? So it's certain motherfuckers I can't fuck with like that on a day-to-day basis. I can't. Because, nigga, y'all do different shit. Right? It's not everything that you do. Everybody make mistakes. I make mistakes. Nobody's saying that. But I'm just a day-to-day shit. Nah. I don't have homies like that no more. Can't have them. Shit ain't the same, bro. Nah, shit used to be because, like, yo, I think too much about how I look and shit. Right? Like, I really think about how, like niggas that I don't associate myself with people that make me look a certain type of way. Like, you get what I mean? So I just move different in that way. Some of my niggas can fuck with niggas that I'm like, okay, nigga, I can't do that. Like, I got homies and shit I can't fuck with because they still watch football. You do that. But, you know, we can't hang out every day. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm not fucking with you. Like, and you my homie to a certain extent. Like, you get what I mean? I fuck with niggas from a distance. Even they come to family. I do the same shit. Like, it's not how people listen. Everybody ain't morally on your level. And you have to understand that. So sometimes when people be sitting out there, oh, this is my homie, this is my boy. Nigga, everybody ain't your friend. You don't know what niggas be doing, what they up to, bro. That's why my circle is very tight. I do not listen, I cut a lot of motherfuckers off, bro. And people got to start realizing that everybody ain't morally on your level. And like, I watched niggas. It was niggas I should have knew, right? Ain't gonna name the motherfucker, but I should have knew that I couldn't be friends with this motherfucker. But I wound up like we got so much in common, but it was this one moral shit that should have been a red flag to me. And I didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Because we had so much other shit in common. We agreed on so much other shit. And so you kind of just let that shit be. But I can't even do that. That shit is even tricky. You have so much in common with a motherfucker, but that one thing, that matters. Right? Everybody don't, you know, you have homies. Y'all not saying I agree on the same shit, but it's a moral level. You ain't gotta like everything I like. I ain't gotta like everything you like, but there's some more level with some of this shit. Like you just can't be fucking with niggas because we get along, we do all this shit together. But then this one more and real important shit, it kind of ignore poo-poo to the side. And then when some real shit happens, the motherfuckers don't even ride with you on that. And you like, yo. And that's what happened to me a couple of times. But anyway, let's move on.
To the old law that I would never laugh at no joke about dead people. Anytime somebody demeans the dead, it turns my stomach because it's the lowest thing you can do. When they made the jokes about his family, that shit wasn't funny to me either. Because it shows that you're not as talented as you are when you got to pick on people that can't defend themselves, right? So for me, I just let him know that he just had to understand that ain't everybody flavor. Everybody don't laugh at that shit because some of us still have morals. I still say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I still open doors for people. You know what I'm saying? I still respect my elders. So joking on anybody,
but that's what I mean. Like, if you have all these morals and principles and niggas cross certain lines, a certain line, regardless if you fuck with them and shit like that, y'all get along like that. If a nigga cross that line like that, how can you like ignore that and still be like, listen, I've done it before. So it's not like I'm sitting here trying to pretend like I never did it before. Like I understand it. I understand it, but it's not. That shit ain't right. You're just ignoring that shit. I wouldn't do it. It's almost what Cameron said. I wouldn't do it. The same thing Steve just said. I wouldn't do it. I don't like it, but they did it. There was a part of it, but it's still my nigga. No. Fuck out of here. Especially when listen, there's one thing when our people do certain shit to us. That's another thing when our people are doing shit to us and letting outsiders do shit to us. It's a difference. You letting racists disrespect us and still try to pretend I'm still friends with that person. I don't think they're racist. Well, okay, nigga. Well, you go over there. I'm over here. I know fucking racist when I know one. Sorry. And it's not about, we got to agree on everything. That's not what the conversation is. If a motherfucker is a racist, they're a racist. The fuck are we talking about here? Why are we trying to sit here and pretend that this dude that said this shit about George Floyd, this racist white dude, ain't a racist? We done watched him. For a couple of years now, we watched him be racist. And you allowed this dude to be on your roast? And then you was like, it was almost like, and that's why I say he's playing in our face. That's who he is. He say racist shit. What? That's basically what he was saying. Nigga can't be my friend no more. Let's move on.
Charlie Kirk talked about George Floyd. But I would never laugh at somebody talking about somebody that got killed or somebody that's not here, bro. So demeaning the dead at any point, at any time, is never funny to me, regardless who it is. You know what I'm saying? And I had to let him know that. Am I mad at him? No, I ain't mad at him. He didn't say it.
Wow.
I sent a DM to the motherfucker who said it.
So then, Kevin Hart wasn't lying. Like, to a certain extent, he ain't lying. Like, dude, come on, Steven Jackson, man. You on that bullshit, bro. You on that bullshit too, bro. God damn, bro. How is Stephen A? You got a problem with Stephen A, but you don't got a problem with this nigga doing. Like, these niggas is not consistent, and that's what's bothering me. Like, yo, you can't be fucking with him. You really think this nigga did not know this dude was a racist? He let a racist come on his platform. And mind you, this is how I know that Kevin Hart is lying. He keep bringing it up, trying to throw it in people's face. It's my production. So he knew who this dude was. if he didn't know this dude was going to say that shit about George Floyd, which, like I say, he's a liar because he knows the dude. He let him on the show. He let him on the roast. It's all good, bro. Like I said, these people trying to play with our intelligence. Let's move on.
Directed dead at him. Kevin didn't say it. I understand business. I understand what he had going on. I didn't expect Kev to jump up there and say, no.
That's where that buck dancing coonery come in, Stephen Jackson. You're a real one, right? This is business, okay. It's business to be disrespectful that your man allowed a nigga to come on and get clicks and views so the shit can go viral, and he knew about it. He knew who this dude was. You okay with that? Come on, Stephen Jackson, bro. I done lost respect for you now. Come on, bro. You phony as shit, too. I can't blame Kev for that. Yes, you can. He allowed that racist to come on, and he knew that this dude, from his reputation, was going to say some racist shit. And disrespectful, fucked up shit. He knew that. Come on, Stephen Jackson, bro. Stop. You can't be playing in our face now. What you on, bro? I'm not watching your shit no more either. You niggas is not going to play with my intelligence no more. You're not playing with my intelligence, bro. The fuck out of here. You ain't mad. It wasn't Kevin's fault. Yeah, okay. You and Kevin, y'all got together behind the scenes and talked about how this shit can make him look. And man, get the fuck out of here. You trying to play like I didn't agree with it. Yeah, you did. You agree with it. You still friends with the nigga, and you still let this nigga lie. And you lying for him. He let this racist come on. He knew who he was. Stephen Jackson, what is wrong with you, nigga? Is that weed done got to you?
I don't expect you to take up for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just not realistic. You gotta be grown, you gotta be realistic. I understand he was at a roast, so that wasn't Kevin's place to jump up there and say, no, you can't say that. They said all kind of shit, bro. But my hate is directed strictly at you said it. Kev, my boy, get your money, Kev. I'm glad you was number one, all that shit, but I ain't mad at Kev. And I appreciate him calling. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's some ignorant shit. So listen, I'm gonna say this again. Stephen Jackson is Kevin Hart production. He's a part of that. Remember, he says he partners with Netflix. So he's not no little nigga, right? How big he always talk. You're telling me he didn't know this racist was gonna come on and say some racist shit? Are you kidding me, nigga? It ain't Kevin's fault. Yeah, it is. It's all Kevin's fault. He knew who this racist was. He let him on. And he just didn't make this type of joke at Kevin roast. Kevin know who the fuck this dude is. He's friends with him. Stephen Jackson, are you crazy, nigga? Stephen Jackson, just like I told, I said about Kevin Hart. Nigga, you ain't gotta worry about me fucking with you no more. Nigga, you gotta pick a side. We not gonna keep doing this bullshit y'all doing, man. Y'all trying to play with black people intelligence like we slow. You're not gonna play my people intelligence like that. The fuck out of here, nigga. And it's all gonna make sense at the end. Listen, he even gets to the point where he's basically disrespecting George Floyd's family. This is how bad this shit gets. You think I'm lying? Listen.
if Gianna ever called me for an explanation of why, I want to have an explanation. So that's my only thing. I ain't mad at him. I ain't doing all the other shit. Like, I'm speaking for me too. I'm speaking for me. I don't speak for Georgie's family. I don't speak for them because I don't know. I don't really know none of them. You know what I'm saying? I met some of them during this time, but I really don't know none of them. The only person I know that's kin to him is Wu and his sisters. And y'all don't.
You see that? Now he don't know. I don't give a fuck if you don't know the whole family. You know some of the goddamn family. And you know they had a problem with it, so the other family members had a problem. What the fuck is you talking? Oh. Well, that money, listen, that sellout money is good. That coon money is good. Steven Jackson, man, hey, man. Come on, bro. Go with that bullshit. You ain't got to worry about me no more, Steven Jackson. I'm done with you, bro. I'm done. I can't keep doing this with these niggas, man. Planning our face. This is what I don't like. They planning our face. Now you I don't know all. Nobody said that you knew all of George Floyd family. I only know these certain people. He broke it down to save this coon ass nigga Kevin Hart. But I thought George people was your family. They're your peoples. Come on, bro. So you don't know George Floyd's brother. You don't know his brother? The one that came out and spoke out about this? Come on, bro. This shit's sad, bro. Listen, like I said, black folks, these type of niggas, we can't keep letting them play in our face, man. Get these niggas the fuck. Stop supporting these. Steven Jackson, yo, you ain't got to worry about me supporting you no more. Matter of fact, I'm going to unsubscribe you. You're up in smoke shit, all that bullshit, whatever that is. I'm not watching that shit no more, bro. I'm not watching that. I'm sorry, Matt Barnes. You're a part of collateral damage, nigga. I'm not rocking with you no more, bro. This is that shit I be talking about. These niggas think we playing. And they play in our face. And they disrespect us. And they lie in our face. Let's move on.
No, it's sisters. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? They really out there. They really in the streets. And I love them to death. That's the ones I know. So, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it's just, I don't do shit for clout. I ain't get out there and jump and say Kevin Hart name. I ain't do all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I directly straight at the nigga who said the joke, point blank. And if they joke on somebody, my worst enemy, if I see somebody, which I don't have no enemies, but if I had an enemy and somebody joked on somebody dead in his family, I wouldn't co-sign it. Because I'm too solid. I don't understand that, bro. I don't understand it. Why you gotta pick on somebody?
And we gotta stop. The one thing that we do have to stop doing as black folks, like niggas like Steven Jackson, I'm solid. I'm, about my people. Like, we gotta watch these niggas. Because these niggas be talking gangsters and talking gangster shit. And then they be go hang around with gangster niggas and act like if you ain't uplifting these gangster niggas that just doing wrong, you egging them on their bullshit, then you a part of the problem. So when niggas was talking about, and I gave him a pass a little bit, my fault. When he was going to O Block and all that shit, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Niggas was like, yo, this nigga what the fuck is he doing? I heard people say that. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. It's a different. He going there, show love, show respect, doing some shit in the hood, keeping the violence down. That's how I looked at it, right? Because wasn't no violence happening, right? But I just started now that I'm looking at this shit, this nigga was only going to O Block to show how I'm still down with the hood. Like, nigga, you ain't got to do that to be showing that you down with the hood. You can go to the hood and take care of the hood. Instead of showing you connect with niggas. Listen, first of all, let me just say this. I don't give a fuck if young niggas, old niggas, I don't give a fuck who you are. Hood niggas, I don't give a fuck. If you think that I'll fuck with y'all on some hood shit, you out your damn mind. I'll fuck with you because you black people and I understand the struggle. That's it. I'm not trying to relate to no hood nigga. First of all, these young hood niggas, listen, no disrespect to young niggas. Listen, ain't a young nigga can tell me something about the hood that I don't know. all these gray hairs, I lived this long, got this wisdom for a reason. I don't have to prove to no young nigga that I understand what the fuck they going through. Try to relate to you on some hood shit. For what? Hood shit ain't good shit. Not a lot of that shit. There's some shit we take and we learn from. I get that. But no, ain't nothing. The hood shit ain't popping. That don't help our people. When I see hood niggas, listen, I don't shit on hood niggas. I don't shit on niggas in the hood, the young niggas, the street niggas, because I understand that shit is survival. That's how I look at that. But that don't mean I gotta agree with that shit. That don't mean I'm gonna sit there and be okay in that shit. I don't gotta show love to you to let you know I get what y'all going through. The fuck out of here, bro. Niggas think that they gotta bow down to some stupid shit to let niggas know that's doing stupid shit in the hood. And like I said, it's in the environment. We grew up in it. I get it. But I don't have to sit there and be, because I get it, I'm giving you a pass. No, I don't give no nigga in the hood a pass. Because I understand it, don't mean I give you a pass. But you're doing the stupid shit, fuck shit. And niggas say, well, you ain't in the, you don't do that shit. Nigga, that's the point. I did it already. I know the shit fuck shit. I made it, and I know niggas that didn't make it. I got lucky. So, nigga, no, you can't. Listen, this whole notion that niggas my age or older try to sit there and be trying to vibe with these young niggas on that street shit is bullshit. You're just sitting there elevating them to keep doing it. The fuck out of here with that shit. Ain't no young nigga can tell me nothing about no street shit. You can't. Sorry. Our generation is different. Your generation ain't no different, nigga. Your generation ain't no different when it comes to street shit. It's not. It's no different. Just because you niggas are a little more of a loose cannon motherfuckers and you get high, a lot of y'all get high on your own supply and be doing drugs and shit that the crackheads do. And the white people in the suburban neighborhoods do. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing different than what we did. Actually, it's worse. Because you niggas do drugs. The fuck out of here. I don't understand why our people think, older niggas think that we gotta like almost cower to young niggas acting like we gotta, they gangster. Okay, cool. So what? Fuck out of here with that shit. Ain't nothing gangster. Listen, first of all, ain't nothing gangster about killing your own people when you don't know why. Your own reason of killing and shooting and killing your own people is because of your environment. Because you don't know shit. You don't know shit. You know what you know is street shit to survive. That's it. That don't mean shit to me. It's always trying to act like they, like these young niggas. Like, seriously, it's not to disrespect young niggas. Like, ain't no young nigga can tell me shit. Not in that way. Not no street shit. Nigga, you doing shit that I already know why you doing it. What you explaining to me? I've been there. I survived this shit. What the fuck you can tell me? You just don't understand the rules are a little different now. You niggas changed the rules. I didn't. Our generation ain't changed the rules. We went off our own older niggas. We changed it just a little bit. But it ain't that much. You niggas really flipped the game. You let weak niggas that ain't even street niggas. You let rap niggas that ain't even really real street niggas. They can come from the hood. They ain't killed nobody, man. They ain't shot nobody. Ain't no hood niggas like that. They was niggas that got protected. It's cool niggas in every hood, every generation, in every hood. That don't mean they was gangster niggas like that. They just hung around gangsters. Fuck out of here. Listen, I did what I did in the hood, right? But I know it was way more gangster niggas than me. I know more gangster niggas than me. A lot of them ain't here. A lot of them locked up in life. A couple of niggas I know that's still here. But they still in that mentality. Come on, man. You can't tell me shit. Ain't nothing gangster about being a gangster nigga like that. Like I said, I know bitch niggas that killed real niggas. You know these niggas is bitch ass and they was scared when they killed niggas. I know a nigga that killed the nigga. He was so terrified of a nigga, he killed him. So terrified. Scared out of his motherfucking drawers. Nigga was scared of that nigga. Because that nigga used to terrorize the hood. And one day he was like, he had enough of that shit. And, you know, how that shit go. Just get a reputation in the hood. And, you know, and he still keep getting punked by this top nigga. He ain't getting no respect from him. He killed the nigga. Don't get me wrong, the little nigga dead now. He was dead right after that because it was real niggas that was behind him. Bitch niggas can kill real niggas. That don't mean bitch niggas can last long either. I done seen bitch niggas kill real niggas and turn into niggas that they hated or feared the most, and they wind up turning to the same niggas. Same type of nigga. I done seen niggas do that. And then get themselves killed on the same shit that they killed another nigga for. And they turned around and got killed for the same shit because they turned into the same nigga. I done watched it happen. The fuck are we talking about here? And listen, at the end of the day, and there's no disrespect to young niggas or gangster niggas. Listen, ain't no gangster nigga or no young nigga that's a gangster nigga in that street can tell me shit. Ain't nothing you can tell me. I've been there. So whatever you doing, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I've been there already. So why would I care? I want to help niggas get out of that shit. I want you niggas to understand what you're doing to each other. That's my point. I don't give a fuck about no street shit, no gangster shit like that. That shit means nothing to me. And now, for niggas that ain't street niggas that come out and be talking about that shit, then that's something different. I get why y'all be upset about that. But a nigga like me, I come from the streets. I was a gangster nigga. I was in them streets like that. So that shit, like, nigga, that shit don't move me anyway. I'm not, you know. Well, that's why I don't fear niggas. I don't fear the hoods. Nigga, hey, man. I know how to move, but I don't fear that shit. I go where the fuck I want to go. I ain't got enemies like that. A lot of you young niggas can't go nowhere, go around in hoods after you get older. Even if you make it out of it, you can't go nowhere. Because you niggas did too much killing. Kill people's families. Had too many beefs. You loud, want to tell everybody all the niggas you killed. Fuck out of here with that. That ain't G shit. That ain't gangster shit. I keep saying that. That's not G shit and that's not gangster shit. I love the young niggas. They're a little bit more smarter than we are, but when it comes to this street shit, y'all not that smarter than us. And you don't make money like we used to. So that's why you niggas don't really understand what we be talking about. You niggas don't make money no more. And you're reckless. And they got the internet and all that shit. And it made y'all lazy. It made y'all lazy. I didn't even call y'all dumb. Y'all just lazy. The internet makes everybody lazy. Even me, everybody. It makes us lazy now. Like, you niggas is not gangsters like that, man. Putting your business out there. Nigga, number one, that's a no-no back in the day. Telling people your business and, you know, getting in front of the camera. Nobody does that, bro. That's why all the kingpin niggas, you know why they got snatched up? Because these niggas wanted to be in the spotlight. That's why a lot of them, the gangsters niggas, that's why. And then even some of the gangster niggas that wasn't really like that, they got caught up is because the niggas that was in the spotlight got caught up and started snitching on the real gangster niggas that was actually really putting that work in. So, like, listen, ain't nothing you niggas, the gangster niggas, young gangster niggas can tell me. Ain't nothing. And first of all, I don't really care. I don't really give a fuck. Shit done. That shit ain't helping out people. I don't care about it. Honestly. And listen, and this is why I treat them celebrities like this now. I don't got time for that shit. Steven Jackson, you ain't got my support no more. Kevin Hart, all these cool niggas. You ain't got to worry about me, bro. Niggas don't stand on business no more. They just talk that shit. Steven Jackson, I'll stand on business. I'm a real one. You ain't no real one, nigga. Like, you letting this nigga play you like that because you do business. Like, yo, that, like I said, I don't even want to be in that situation with them niggas, man. Anyway, people, I'm out. Leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boys, your boy, Mr. OBI. Peace and love to the world.